All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. All right, and you're going to see another sad story, all right, of a man being with the modern woman, especially the so-called black woman. We're going to let this video play and we're going to get some scripture.
TIA Jones set up the traps to ensure that Xavier Worthy's $16 million contract would be completely ruined. However, Worthy had the last laugh. After the Chiefs' rookie Worthy experienced the defeat in the Super Bowl, he was caught in an accusation controversy. He was arrested in Georgetown on March 7th on the charge of domestic violence. Subsequently, Worthy's fiancée Jones hinted on social media that she was the one who filed the accusation. The two had been engaged last year, so why did Worthy suddenly commit domestic violence? In fact, it was all a trap set by Jones in an attempt to get her fiancé's $16 million. Because Jones was caught cheating by Worthy. As a national athlete, she had to safeguard her reputation. Out of desperation, she chose to accuse Worthy of committing domestic violence against her. But in reality, it was Jones who perpetrated the domestic violence. From the photos of Worthy when he was arrested, it can be seen that his face had been scratched by Jones, his hair had been pulled out, and she even smashed up a room. In addition, Jones also tried to extort money. Because once Worthy was convicted of domestic violence, he would face a prison sentence of 2 to 10 years. In that case, the $16 million contract that Worthy had just signed with the Chiefs would naturally be inherited by Jones. Fortunately, Jones didn't succeed. Worthy's lawyer declared that the case had been dismissed, and the surveillance video proved that Worthy didn't commit domestic violence. Everyone thought that it was Jones who should be sent to prison. TIA.
And she should be sent to prison. This woman needs to go to prison for the same amount of time, 2 up to 10 years. Because this chick sat up here and plotted the breakup before the wedding. All right, and that seems to be a huge thing in this modern day. Women are planning the divorce or the breakup longer and even before the wedding. And see, this is why the scripture tells us in Ecclesiastes 7 and 24. Well, I'm going to start at 25. Sorry about that. Ecclesiastes 7 and 25. I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of the foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart, meaning her mind, is snares and nets, games, plans, trickery, subterfuge. All right? She been with this dude for so many years or months or whatever the case may be, but the whole time you saw playing and being blindfolded, doing TikTok videos, the whole time she's doing this stuff, letting him smash, she's planning the getaway. Like, how can I, as these women say, finesse? How can I finesse this guy out of $16 million? The hell if he goes to jail and he loses his career, shit he worked very hard for. How can I get this $16 million? It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So obviously the Lord had a little bit of mercy on this Jake. Because guarantee you, they mentioned something about some video footage. Now, you know, if there was no video footage to record this incident, this man would be through. And it's disappointing and extremely fucked up that if the accusations were true, which people thought they were for a while, all these women were in uproars. Oh, see, girl, that we don't be with no man like that. See, we got to stand up to domestic violence. We don't tolerate domestic violence. Oh, but now since it's found false, where's all that support? So let me guess. Domestic violence has a double standard. Domestic violence is only acceptable when it's the man doing it to the woman, but not the woman doing it to the man. Or if the woman can use domestic violence or the accusation of domestic violence to finesse a guy out of his lifelong hard work, that's when it's okay. That's why I said that bitch needs to go to jail. And the laws need to be enforced to discourage such behavior. Okay, as I said, this young man is very fortunate that he didn't get caught up in that. And we're going to go. Everybody knows what I want to get, that Ezra. So let me put it on pause real quick and find it. Okay, because this also tells you the consequences, of being with women, especially a wicked woman, as we just read in Ecclesiastes. First Ezra 4:25. And it says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Meaning many people have died and made mistakes and have trespassed the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushai for a woman. This is why we tell you, you young cats, and you could tell that he looks like a young brother, still probably in his 20s, maybe like 25, maybe 26, 27, something like that. But still, he's a young brother, all right, in the NFL making millions, okay? This guy has a target on his back. And this is why we tell, even if you ain't making that type of money, if you're a man of some type of means or you have some type of resources, this is why we tell you and preach to you young brothers, you have to vet these women out, man, because many of them do not have your best interest at heart. They really don't. It's all about what can I get? What does this guy have that I can use to benefit from? And see, this is why the scripture says this. I forgot how it's worded, so I have to put it on pause and I'm going to get it for you. I can't find it. I can't find the scripture that it almost says word for word that when it comes to women, you have to deal with them according to wisdom. I can't find it, but I'm going to use Proverbs 5. I granted it's really talking about the doctrine, the truth, but you could also use it in reference to a physical woman, okay, and how you truly have to use wisdom when dealing with women. It says Proverbs 5:1, my son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thy ear to my understanding. that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. All right. So when it comes to women, you have to use wisdom. You can't be emotional. Because as we just read in the scripture, her heart, her mind is snares, nets, and her hands are as bands. She's trying to see how she can catch you up, finesse you. And if you all emotional and want to be in love and woman worshiping, you're going to get horribly spoiled. Vet these women, use wisdom. Like I said, this young man was very fortunate that the Lord has some type of mercy on him where there was video footage. All right. Hopefully this young man will use this as a teachable moment and a learning experience, or an experience for learning, so that in the future, when he wants to deal with women, he will use wisdom. And let this guy be an example for you young men out there, that when you want to deal with the woman, you use wisdom as well, especially the wisdom of the Bible. So that's all I wanted to say on this. Hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.